We picked up Nate in Stalham the night before and moored in Barton Broad again.
I'm just gonna weigh anchor though, yeah?
Okay.
We like the quiet location, especially in the evening. It's great to have Nate with us. The twins were missing him. The kids love being in a dynamic environment where the scene is constantly changing and there's always things to see.
Well, we just had overnight again in Barton Broad. It's a beautiful sunny morning. We're heading down to Renworth, and we're gonna soon pass through the beautiful village of Irstead. And as you can see, it is a beautiful day on Barton Broad. These are the youngest sailors.
So we passed through Irstead again. Many of the houses are thatched with the renowned Norfolk reed and sedge, creating iconic Broad sites. One of the great joys of the Broads for me is the variety. Places a mile apart can have a totally different feel to them. Places like this are beautiful, historic, patently English.
Good morning.
The village stayeth. On reflection, I wish I'd stopped here and had a closer look. By the way, in Irstead, even the parish church is thatched. Rachel has been here many times and she loves it. It's just relaxing. Just sailing down the river, enjoying ourselves. And it is a beautiful place, right in the midst of nature. How Hill again, the electric eel boat, the wherry named Hathor, who was an Egyptian goddess of the afterlife in the field of reeds, which was the Egyptian land of the dead. The field of reeds, by the way, is on the left here. In the distance, How Hill House Study Centre and grounds, thatched as usual, and having a fairy tale look to it. It's 12:30 and most of the boats will up and anchor after breakfast and move to the next location. Norfolk is flatland country and near the coast, which lends itself perfectly to windmills. On the Broads, they're mainly used for drainage, though nowadays they've been replaced by electric pumps. On the Broads, windmills are still iconic reminders of the past and are always a pleasure to behold. After visiting the Broads for over 50 years, every place is filled with memories, so the enjoyment gets doubled. Ludham Bridge. From here to the River Bure is about 15 minutes. And a very pleasant 15 minutes it is. Nate with his cup of coffee. We're on the River Ant, and it's quite a narrow river at this point. We're enjoying it. A chance to see wildlife. We then decided to visit St. Benet's Abbey, another icon of the Broads. It's a place we always visit. The site is believed to have been settled by a group of religious hermits as early as the 9th century. Around 1020, King Canute granted land to the holy men already living here, and the Benedictine Abbey was established. It was the only monastery not closed by Henry VIII when he shut down the English monasteries. The last monks left in 1545. Here the twins can have a run around after being cooped up on the boat. And we can send up the drone here.
The drone gives a completely different perspective on familiar things.
We often see historic sites in cities, but places like this are fascinating. We might even say that the monks here did much to create the Broads. They owned vast areas of land, and one of the things they did was to dig and sell peat. The Broads were created when these peat diggings were later flooded. The Abbey was itself a very large area, with gardens, fish ponds, a swan pond, a church, cloisters, and a dormitory where the monks lived, the ruins of which are still here. And looking at the ruins, it was not a small church. A mill was later built over the main gatehouse, the view showing where the gatehouse used to be. The 700-year-old retaining wall still stands. Part of the main gate still visible, both from outside and inside. An ornately decorated gatehouse in a mill has to be unique. It's still impressive. We then strolled up to see the ruins of the church. That's the drone up there. Nate at the helm, ancient history all around, creations of yesteryear. I've seen ships in the desert in Egypt, and here we see yachts in the field. Then we're off to Horning, and Salhouse, and Wroxham.